Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Friday. Oh my God, this reading, I haven't channeled it because as you know, I don't start channeling until I click the button and start reading the cards. But just based on the cards that are coming out, and what I'm already seeing kind of as, duplicate, triplicate cards, there is a lot here around free will decisions and choices, right? So if you guys don't know, free will is the energy of obviously choosing whatever it is that you want to do. Okay. It's this energy of maybe if you know in your intuition something doesn't feel right and you choose to do it anyway, you are exercising your free will. If you are listening to your intuition and it feels right and you're going to align with it, that's your will. So this reading is really about choices and decisions based on that free will. And this has a lot to do with mostly masculine. We are headed into Mercury retrograde next week. I believe it starts on the 14th, but I am already getting retrograde energies already in the collective. And it feels like there is this kind of like energy of maybe for feminine, like impending doom. Maybe she's just like, she feels something's coming. She knows something's coming. She doesn't know what's coming. And maybe she's operating out of fear. So it feels like doom. But if she's not operating out of fear, it's change. And there's nothing else that is certain other than change. Change is certain, right? I mean, death is certain, taxes are certain, change is certain. Change will happen. That is part of life. Things cannot stay the same. That's also what the Wheel of Fortune is, which is the energy of destiny, the wheel of life, the cycles changing. It's also about karma. So this has a lot to do with karma, karmic lessons, karmic situations today. Big readings. You're going to want to pay attention. The other thing I want to tell you guys, if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Also, super excited to announce my masterclass, tarot. Masterclass is how to read tarot like a priestess with Queen of Light 1111. That is a masterclass. It consists of 9 videos. 9 videos, probably almost 7 to 8 hours of information. And we start with the basics, right? How to choose a deck, how to cleanse a deck, how to open and close portals so that you can read tarot in a safe environment. Then we go into the energy of the Fool's journey to understand the story of the Fool, from that inception, from that energy of birth, to the lessons, to the challenges, to the growth, all the way to the World card. And then the subsequent classes, we go over the meaning of each card, all of the majors and all of the minor arcanas. We close that we close that course, and the 9th video is demonstrations. Everything that you've learned in the 8 weeks will then be demonstrated by several different spreads, readings, how to clarify, how to read with an oracle in the 9th class. If you want to purchase that class, it is available. Purchase the 9 series class. It's on available at queenoflight1111.com for the first 20 users. Okay, listen to this carefully because I had this issue with someone earlier. If you are in the United States, okay, you guys know I've always shipped only to the United States. I don't ship international. If you are in the United States and you are one of the first 20 people to sign up for this class, I will ship you to your U.S. address a free Divine Connections tarot deck. And I'm excited to do that. It's the first deck that I ever created, and it had the divine masculine and feminine in mind. So if you sign up for my class and you are in the United States, I will send you my free Divine Connections tarot deck. I will send it to you for free. I will mail it to you for free in the United States. Okay? There is a lot of shadowy energy, a lot of dark energy, and I've had, unfortunately, some instances where I've had to deal with those people, but I have strong boundaries. This is a time of strength. There is a lot of shadow work happening. There's a lot of people on Instagram and TikTok becoming imposters. There are also a lot of people that are pretending to purchase things from the spiritual community, and then saying, I want a refund, when they never purchased something. Or they're purchasing something, stealing all of the content, like this person was attempting to potentially do, and then wanting a refund. So I have no tolerance for any shade. If you come at Queen of Light, the Queen of Light also knows how to deal with the shadows. So tread carefully. Let's get started. Bottom of the deck. Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups. We are looking at Divine Feminine's overall energy, just in general. Two of Swords, Knight of Cups. There's a lot of mental conflict. Two of Swords is the energy of stalemate. It's an energy of not being able to move yet, not able to make a decision. It's about also a difficult choice. And it has to do with love and following her heart and what her heart may want. And so right now, she's in the energy of making difficult choices in love. Okay, so what does that have to do with? The first card is the Eight of Cups. It's the energy of having to walk away. It's the energy of walking away from the past, walking away from people, situations, things that do not serve her. This could be the energy of friendships. This could be the energy of relationships. This could even be divine masculine. So there could be this energy of even, because it's clarified by the Four of Wands, this could be the energy of false stability. This could be the energy of walking away from any desires of union. She's just very much in the energy where, she knows that that sometimes choices are very difficult and that you may not want to make the choice, but at the end of the day that it is the best thing for you. And so right now in her overall energy, part of the difficult choices that she's making is, do I walk away from this union? Do I walk away because things are unstable right now? There is this energy where she's looking ahead. She's intuitive, she's psychic, she's looking ahead, and all she sees is the same old pain, the same old past. And so she wants to move out of any further shakeups. She doesn't want another tower from Spirit, okay? She's like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to understand it. I don't want to go through this again in Mercury retrograde. I want to move out of the tower. I want to move out of the shakeup. But I do want truth. I do want fairness. And I do want some sort of apology or balance or fairness for my pain. She's in this energy, and I almost feel emotional as I tap into feminine right now. She's in this energy where she's been in pain. She has been betrayed. Maybe she's self-sabotaged herself. She's invested a lot. She's worked really hard, and she's in this energy of just like, Spirit, God, please, can you give me some fairness for my pain? I've gone through pain. I've had my heart stabbed, my heart broken. I've been betrayed by friends, betrayed by my masculine, betrayed by certain situations, betrayed by clients or people. And she's like, please bring in the fairness, because she does everything with purity of heart. And so here she is saying, I've got to walk away from my union right now, because when I look ahead, it's nothing but sadness. And so right now, I don't want Spirit to give me another tower, but Spirit, law of the universe, please bring me some sort of justice for my pain. Right? Can you all resonate with that? Now, what about divine masculine? What's his overall energy? This is very interesting. Eight of Wands and the Five of Cups is the bottom of his deck. So Eight of Wands, guys, you all know, right? Or maybe you don't. It's the energy of movement forward, fast movement forward. It's an energy of communication. It's an energy, even some people will say, of Cupid's arrows, right? Cupid's arrows piercing your heart and opening you up with love, shooting you with love. Five of Cups, though, completely different energy. Sadness, loss, victimization. She just had the Five of Cups. Do we not see the Five of Cups for her? This is her with her Three of Wands. She's like, all I see ahead of me is sadness if I don't walk away. And so here he is. He's moving towards sadness. He is moving towards loss. Also could be that there is a communication that maybe he's received or was going to send or is thinking about that is sad for him. So masculine's energy, here's where things get very interesting. This is where the beginning of where things get very interesting. So masculine's in the energy here. We have justice. Coming into the energy, we already had justice for feminine. So she's wanting justice. He's wanting justice. Everybody wants justice. Right? So he's in the energy of, I want to bring in balance. I want to have truth. I'm also experiencing the law of the universe, cause and effect. My choices have had consequences. My choices have had rewards. So he is in this energy of really coming into his strength or finding his strength through justice. There's a Queen of Wands. This is the card of strength also, right? Because when you think of the Queen of Wands, it's the fire sign. So it's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I'm feeling third party. It's already come up. So spoiler alert. Knight of Cups. This could be divine masculine at this point in time wanting to bring some sort of fairness to his karmic situation. This is this energy of him following his heart, quote unquote, right? Heart towards this karmic. There's this energy of communication now and working with other people because he wants victory and he wants to move forward in peace. So he's in this energy very much of wanting to, at least at some point in his lifetime, be fair, be in this energy of truth, be in an energy of integrity. And so if this could be one way to look at it, if this masculine is in another connection, he is wanting to, at this first point in his life, stand in his truth, stand in his integrity, and not cheat, not do anything shady, which frankly, you've got to commend him because this is what the karmics teach, right? Karmics teach lessons. And so in his overall energy, he's wanting to stand in his strength, be just. There's this Queen of Wands that he's moving forward with. There is this communication and this adventure of working with other people so that he can move into victory and peace. So I said, all right, Spirit, give me a little bit more information on that Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have balance. This is about an awareness. This is about equality. So justice is all about balance, right? Justice is all about equality. So I said, what about the Queen of Wands? There's some sort of success involved in that connection. What is the success on? Repetitious behavior. Remember how I was saying earlier, the masculine keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. So there's something that he's communicating or finding the strength to communicate with this karmic so that he doesn't repeat the same mistakes. And I feel like it's the energy of, whether it's moving forward in honesty or it's about ending in honesty and communication. But that is to be determined how things kind of work out during this retrograde, right? Retrograde brings the past back, brings these situations back to a head because the divine is like, are you going to get it this time? We're slowing things down. Are you going to get the lesson? Otherwise, the lesson's going to continue to repeat. And so masculine's in this energy. You got to love him. He wants to be just. He wants to stand his integrity. He wants to be fair. And he's trying that out with the karmic. Great. Learn the lesson. Finally, successfully complete your repetitive behavior. Finish it off. Be done with it. All right. So now let's go ahead and get into the energy of the masculine and the feminine towards each other. So divine feminine's overall energy, she's really focused on her heart space. Okay, she's focused on her heart space, clarified by the Five of Cups. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of energy, Nine of Pentacles, and this Knight of Wands, that player. There's, she's in the energy of really reliving or referring back to the past. Okay, she's definitely in the energy of reflection. And spirit here is saying to her that she needs to change her focus. She needs to get her eye off the past and into the present and where she is headed. So there is this angel, Archangel Raphael, is healing and helping feminine change her focus and get back into her confidence again, because this energy of her sadness is really making her restless, and it's making her feel very maybe it can contribute to her making some irresponsible choices, okay, and just kind of rushing in, or maybe starting to chase again, which is something, I mean, I would really, really not want my feminine to do. But this is your journey and it's up to you. Divine Masculine's bottom of the deck. Look at him. He's another angel. He's got Archangel Metatron. This is about personal clarity. Masculine has some sort of clarity. And what is that clarity about? Well, look at, he's dealing with his heart space too. He's wanting clarity on what his heart wishes for. 9 of Cups. Do you see actually the 9 of Pentacles? He's got the 9 of Cups. And he's fighting. He's fighting himself. He doesn't know what to choose. He is in this energy of struggling with himself. He's struggling with his own power. He's like the Strength card in the upright and in the reverse. When the Strength card is in the upright, that is someone who's in their personal power, someone who can restrain themselves, someone who can assert when they need to, but definitely in control of their strength and their power and their influence. When someone is in the reverse position with the Strength card, that is ego. That is, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I don't care what you want or how you feel, and it's just frankly me doing as I please. And so he's in this energy. He's going through a power struggle about what his heart wishes for, because here's the thing, it takes work and a higher vibrational alignment to be with Divine Feminine. And I'm not saying it doesn't take work with the Karmic, because it takes a whole heck of a lot of work with Karmic energy. But when you have the Karmic energy, and if you're already distorted, it's just easier to just kind of stay in that energy and just chase your tail. He's in this energy of, how do I jump off that wheel and rise above, rise up, close out the cycle? But he's got to want to do it. He's got to want to do the work. You can't make him. You can't make anybody do the work. You can't even make yourself do the work. You've got to want to do the work. So when Divine Feminine's overall energy towards Divine Masculine, and she knows there's other people, 3 Cups, whether it's past, present, inconsistently happening, and they're on and off. She knows Masculine is with other people. She's observing. She's observing him. She's observing to see if he's learning his lessons. Okay, this is the Hanged Man's energy. When this card comes out, this is all about observation. It's the energy of just pausing to see what's up. Okay, so she's in this energy of, is he going to release that? Because if he doesn't, I certainly need to release, right? Regardless of what he does, she needs to release herself from the third party story. She needs to release. This is why she's got the 8 of Cups with the 4 of Wands, right? So she's in this energy, her overall most significant energy towards masculine. There's third party energies that she is observing. There are third party commitments that she is observing, and it's time for her to overcome this barrier. It's about, let him do what he needs to do. Stop looking, stop tracking, really even stop observing the third party connection, because that's going to keep you back. It's going to keep you on your old cycle, and it's going to keep you in the past. Okay, it's going to keep you stuck. Divine Masculine's overall energy, financial constraints. This could be a couple of things for me in a relationship reading. It is always about separation, but it also could be something about money. But I'm going to read it as separation. He's in the energy of separation. He's in the energy of feeling lack. He's in the energy of feeling like his connection with feminine is very restricted. He is seeking the truth. He wants the truth. He wants to know, hey, who is my go-to? Is my go-to my feminine, or is my go-to my karmic? This is that energy. This is that energy. He's in a very critical time in his journey. Is he going to assert his ego self, or is he going to assert his divine self? This is kind of interesting. I'm kind of excited to see how this story unfolds. Okay. Now, what is the most significant thought when feminine thinks of masculine? Well, what is she thinking? She's like, I feel separation too. I'm having a very hard time detaching from this win-lose energy, Five of Swords. She's in this energy of nobody wins. You know, even if I have you, I don't win. If I don't have you, I don't win. If I have you, I'm still going to suspect that you're the old masculine. And if I don't have you, then I'm still in the loss. So she's in this energy of like, there's just no winning here, because she's very wounded. And so she's in this energy of, I just got to go with this alone right now. I've just got to go with this alone right now, because she knows she's got to heal some things too. When masculine's thinking about his feminine, he's in the energy of focusing on his healing. He's focusing on his healing by having a new beginning with third parties. This is where he's asserting his strength. This is him choosing in his headspace that I do want to heal, and maybe the prosperity is in another connection right now. Remember, Mercury retrograde. So when he thinks about his feminine, he's thinking, right now, I might start something new with that third party. So in Divine Feminine's heart, she's like, I got to keep moving. Journey. I got to keep moving. I have to confront my shadows. I have to confront my fears. I have to confront any offers he may make. I need to confront this energy of really thinking about how I continue to be devoted and faithful to myself on this journey. So she's in her heart space. Remember, Archangel Raphael's working with her. She knows that she's going through a time of uncertainty right now. She's going through her shadows. Her shadows may be coming back. She may be thinking, oh, he's making offers. He's saying he is. So, some of these offers, can be absolutely something that you're picking up on as an intuitive. And so right now you're dealing with your shadow. It's like your worst fears. But you've got to continue to move forward on your journey, because remember, this journey is about you. Divine Masculine's heart space, when he feels for feminine, Archangel Gabriel, it's all about communication. There's an energy that he does want to successfully complete this connection, but this is what his heart is saying, right? In his heart, there's an energy of wanting to communicate and have a successful completion. In his head, which tells me that's where he's got the challenge right now in his ego, he's thinking, maybe I'll pick the third party. But in his heart, he's saying, I want to communicate. I want to have a successful completion. I want to be in my strength, but I'm hiding. He's not quite in his strength, and he knows it. This is what I was saying, that he's like up and down in the strength card right now. It's like some days he's like, okay, I want to talk to her. I want to do this. And then some days he's like, oh, I don't have the strength. I want to hide. I want to put on a mask. He knows there's been too much deception in this connection. It's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of confidence for him to come forward and make things right. Divine Feminine's environment attachment. This is about letting go. Holding on too long to something. In her environment, she knows she is attached to the third party story. Whether that's work, with masculine. So third party could be a lot of different things. Okay. I use third party and karmic. Those are two different things, but this is a general reading. So apply this to you and your situation in the way that it's fit. When it's third party, for me, third party is a non-romantic connection. It's a job, it's family, it's friends, it's other things outside of your connection that are affecting money. When it's a karmic connection, for me, that is a romantic relationship, ex-wife, current wife, girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever. For me, that's what karmic means. Romantic relationship, very significant love connection. So here, in her environment, she's too attached to the third party karmic energy. And it's time for her to let go of that, because her attachment is really stopping her from a fresh start. It's stopping her from a new cycle. And it's time for her to get her mind in check. She's got to check her thoughts, because remember, in her thoughts, She's got this envy energy. She's got this lack energy. So she's working on her own shadows, right? Just like we saw, and they stem from her heart. Her shadow is there's a third party situation that he is in a committed connection with. And it's creating separation. Even if he wasn't, if he came back, I'm still going to lose. I don't trust him. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I journey forward and deal with my fears? But I have to let go of the third party situation, of the karmic situation. I've got to hone my thoughts for a new beginning. And for masculine's environment, we have Archangel Chamuel. This is another card of strength. This is the solar plexus. Strength, courage, confidence. And this is the Justice card. Look at, even Buddha fell over like, oh my God, it's a lot of energy. In his environment, he is working on his strength to balance things out, to stand in his truth, to stand in his integrity as a emperor. This is telling me it could go either way right now. This is like, you know, when you're watching football and it's like 3 seconds left in the game and, you know, your team has the ball and are they going to make the touchdown, right? We don't know. We don't know. Is their defense, the opposing team's defense, going to be really, really strong? Or is he strong enough to be very strategic and just find his way to his higher self? We don't know. We don't know yet. Energy changes all the time. So in his environment, he's working very hard to stand in his truth and be divine masculine. But is that divine masculine in this connection or in another one? It is to be determined. Okay. Now, let's talk about where things are in the connection. Okay. In the connection, we're using a totally different deck. We have the wolf, we have the Two of Swords, we have the devil, and we have the anchor. It's a lot of shadow stuff going on this Mercury retrograde. I don't think I've ever seen a Mercury retrograde like this. And you know why? It's because the universe is coming in to say, hey, did you two do the work? Have you learned your lesson? Have you let go of the third party situation? Have you let go of the actual third party? Like, this is what's happening. The universe saying, are you ready for the next cycle? Are you ready to be divine masculine? This is what's happening. There's checks and balances, right? This is all about the law of the universe. Justice is all about the law of the universe. So in the connection, the bottom of the deck is this wolf card. It says, beware who you trust. And it's clarified by the Two of Swords. Because remember, I was saying already with this win-lose energy for divine feminine, she's in the energy of like, I don't even know if I got him back. Am I going to trust him? You know, she's in this energy of, I don't know. It's uncertain. It's very uncertain whether or not she can trust her masculine, and therefore Two of Swords. It's a very difficult choice. It's a very difficult decision to make right now. And so when the wolf comes out, this is all about, and by the way, who got the wolf? She got the wolf. So this has a lot to do with feminine's energy too in the bottom of the deck. It's about being very selective, right? So the wolf, this is this energy of following your instincts. Beware who you trust. You can be a lone wolf. So this is exactly it. For feminine, it's this energy of like, I don't even know if I could trust you. I don't know. Have you changed? It's been a while since we've talked. Masculine's in this energy of, I don't know if I could trust myself right now. And here's that devil card. This is about the shadow. Too much shadow energy going around, and it's time to secure ourselves. It's time to anchor ourselves so we can get through this shadowy time. I'm telling you, this feels like a real test of the emergency broadcast system. It really feels like a test from the universe saying, hey, did you learn? I don't know, guys. Did you learn? Listen, I'm also guilty of things. Like, there's things I need to learn. Do I need to get, upset about certain things? No. But it's that Aries moon, man. I got to control that Aries moon. But, it's like I'm so much better than I used to be. So there's definitely evolution. 8 of Cups, right? Evolution. But we will always have work to do. but did you complete this one thing that you continue to repeat over and over again? And for masculine, that is him being deceptive. That is him being self-sabotaging. And for feminine, it's all about too attached. Too attached. If she's not attached to union, then she's too attached to the third party story. Have you learned to surrender and let go? So now in the connection, we have the wyvern. Looks like a dragon to me. What does it say here? Your secrets are safe. And it's with the Four of Cups. So I do feel like there's this energy of, the twins where they're keeping secrets, right? There's this energy of secrets. It's this energy of, there's maybe guilt, maybe sadness, right? We already saw that Five of Cups so many times. There could be an energy of conflict, right? Because secrets are being kept. With the Four of Cups, this is telling me that we're just keeping our secrets. We're not open to sharing anything because there's this energy of not being open to communicating, not being open to our inner strength and having victory. So right now we're keeping everything very close to the vest. Keeping your secrets to yourself. You're not open to communicating because you're not in your power to have victory. There's this energy of the winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo a transition. So it's like the wind of change wants to come in, but no, hanged man. No, universe is saying no change. Did you release this energy? Right? The change is suspended. Any rebuilding is suspended because both are isolating themselves from each other, or maybe one is standoffish. So here is this chalice, this rejuvenation of love. This is what we have to work on. Eight of Pentacles. We have to work on our manipulative or jealous or ruthless energy because that's still a burden. Whether it's a burden that you weren't giving love in a truthful manner, masculine, or maybe it's the energy of feminine. You were now very pessimistic and upset and burdened by the lack of integrity. Still showing me some work. And then we get the water card. Emotions are at their peak. It's this energy where feminine's like, I gotta walk away. Eight of Cups, I gotta walk away. I gotta walk away from this story. And masculine's like, should I work harder to be with feminine? Or do I work harder with the karmic? Or do I work hard on my truth, which is what my heart wants? So emotions are at their peak. Strength card again. And I feel like this is masculine. Gaining his strength to deal with third parties. But guess what? This is the divine coming in and saying, hey, masculine, have you mastered your mind and your heart? Are you in your strength with third party situations? Otherwise, we've got to intervene again. We got to send you a tower again. You got to go through this whole cycle again. This is why the winds of change are not happening and the separation is not ending, because there is this work that needs to be done on our spirit. And so right now, people are just keeping their secrets, their feelings, their emotions close to their vest, not doing anything. Because masculine, are you going to get into your personal power to deal with these third-party situations? We'll have to see. So when I get these third-party cards, I have to do a third-party reading because that's the kind of reader I am. Whenever I do a reading, I always think of what I've wanted more clarity on that. And I'm not going to do clarity on what masculine is going to pick or choose, because that's too much of an attachment energy for people, especially with this card lineup for feminine, which envy and attachment. So it's just about surrender. I don't want to give you the information. I don't even know it. I didn't even pull it, so I don't even know what it is. So it's just about surrendering and just continuing to do your work. But there's this energy where if I see something that I feel like is going to help the viewer in their understanding, that I'm going to do that part of the reading. I will clarify further. So I did do a third party reading. So this is for masculine because he's the one with all this third party crap over here. Okay. So masculine's overall energy towards the third party are karmic. Knight of Pentacles. See, he's not moving. He's thinking, he's analyzing, he's planning. He's planning. Here's the strength card again. Where did we get the strength card for him? In the third party reading. Look at this. Strength, third party. You can't make this up. He's coming into his power to end the connection, to deal with loss. Okay? So, but if he does it or not is to be determined still. So don't start everybody jumping for joy, because this is whether or not he's going to choose to do it is the whole thing, right? So, masculine's energy towards the third party or karmic. Okay? Look at all these dupes. King of Swords. We already got King of Swords right here in his environment, showing us that he's working on his integrity and his honesty to be emperor. King of Cups. So here this is telling me that his energy towards this karmic is that he's in his head space and in his heart space. And he's developing, he's balancing his head and his heart with this karmic. So he's being thoughtful and he is dropping into his heart. There is a commitment between the two. Hierophant is this energy of spiritual contracts. He has a contract. There is a commitment. There is some intense conversation going on with them right now around, do we want to end this or do we want to do the work? And so there is this new beginning that they are headed towards, but they're really trying to align themselves because the situation is very fragile between the two of them. So here he is trying to be just. Remember, we got justice card here and in his environment. Justice. So here he's trying to be fair, make good decisions, stand in his integrity and in his emotions. King of Cups, King of Swords. I mean, you can't make this up. He's doing the work with the karmic. He really is doing the work with the karmic. Now, how that ultimately affects your connection, I don't know yet. And I think that we need to really give this to the universe. So I did decide to do an Akashic Records reading today to see where things are in the contract. And here is another duplicate message. The Akashic Records reading is, what is your soul contract about with this person? So if you want to book your own Akashic Records reading, go to queenoflight1111.com. That tells you why you both met in the first place. What were you supposed to learn from this connection? How is this supposed to evolve? So what is the current state of this contract? King of Roses, that's the King of Cups. This is him right now. This is all about this masculine right now. Husband, father, this energy of being somebody that can be in his heart space. This is what he's learning with the karmic. This is that Hierophant card, right? So it's not a fling. It's not a fling. It is a connection where he is learning. So he's in this energy of the King of Roses. That's the bottom of the deck. And he's determining which way is he going to go with this. So the energy of their connection is, look at this. That's Three of Pentacles type of energy. There's three people working with other people to decide what the future will bring. And I feel like we'll have some energy or some clarity in the spring, because there's work that is still being done in the winter time. We're in the Northern Hemisphere. There's still some work being done. There's a lot of introspection being done. There's a lot of things that we're doing on our own in isolation, in the dark, right? We're dealing with our shadows before we can see what blooms. And Archangel Gabriel is here to help both masculine and feminine, mostly masculine, come into the energy of him being able to express himself better, express what's in his mind, express what's in his emotions. And guess what? Spirit even says right here in the contract, it's up in the air. It is up in the air. Here's masculine and feminine looking at their connection, looking at their union. And there's this uncertainty. Where is this going to go? And this card has a very specific purpose, because when this card comes out, this card says Spirit doesn't want you to know, because if you know where this is headed or where it's not headed, you'll mess it up. You'll either won't do the work or do the work more or whatever it is, but it would be a false motivation. And so this energy comes out. It's a major arcana card, which says, just continue your course. This connection right now is up in the air. Leave it to God. Leave it to the universe. So I just feel like I just can't close it right here. So I do feel like I need to give you guys some guidance for this weekend, or for now, until I do my next reading. What is the guidance for masculine and feminine for their journey as related to each other? Courage for the feminine. What does the masculine have? That one came out quick. Hostility. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so bottom of the deck, power over difficulty. So the guidance is, Spirit is saying, yeah, it's difficult right now. Difficult choices are being made. Difficult decisions, right? What relationship? Where do I want to focus? How do I want to move forward over on my journey? Reclaim your power. Spirit is saying, reclaim your power. And for divine feminine, it's courage. Have the courage. Interesting, because, you know, masculine got the strength card so many times. And this card to me looks a lot like the strength card. But for me, this is really saying that feminine, you're fierce, lady, man, however you want to specify that. You are fierce, feminine. Courage comes from the heart. You're confronting your shadows in the heart. Stand in your courage. Stand in your courage. If there is, this relationship is challenging you right now, you know, stand in your purity, because justice will be served at some point in your lifetime, hopefully, right? Stand in the purity of your heart. Be strong. Be fierce. You're gonna be okay regardless. Spirit is telling you, stand in your courage. Be courageous. You are divine. For masculine, his guidance has everything to do with hostility. Look at conflict, unrest. He is dealing with a lot. So there's a situation, obviously, in his life that is very much upsetting to him. And he's feeling defensive. So this is about him coming into his consciousness. Who is zapping him of his power? Who is supporting him and uplifting him? Who's draining you? Who is re-energizing you? It's this temptation for him. Maybe it's just easier for me to stay in the karmic situation. I don't have to deal with the conflict. Yes, it's an unhealthy pattern, but maybe I'm just going to be tempted to stay. Or I don't want to give in to my fear anymore. I'm not going to shy away from the conflict. I'm going to be brave and confront the connection. So even Spirit's message here right now is, you got to get into your determination and your strength and into your will. Connect with the divine. Be the masculine. Divine. I hope that helps everybody. Notice the blues, by the way. He's got that energy, the blue, the full moon. I mean, it might take a full moon cycle for this to clear up. But feminine, you're strong already. Find that again. Masculines, got to make a choice. Are you going to be tempted to stay the same? Or are you going to stand in your power and deal with this hostility and these situations? The choice is yours. Have a wonderful day. And if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day.